It seems to be Riggio over Burkle and shareholders voting this morning, Margaret, and we want to get some exclusive reaction from the CEO of Barnes & Noble. It is William Lynch. He's joining us from Manhattan. Mr. Lynch, thanks for your time. First of all, tell us how this vote unfolded. Everybody said it was going to be awfully close. What was happening inside the meeting? What can you tell us?
Well, we were obviously, John, tracking the votes closely, and we just feel so grateful to the shareholders that they saw through the smokescreen and validated our two capable board nominees and the entire board and supported our strategy. We have a very clear vision for what we want to do with the company. We see a big opportunity in digital. This was obviously a bit of a distraction, but we stayed focused on the business, and today was a great day for Barnes & Noble to keep us focused against it.
Well, Mr. Lynch, some might say it was more than a distraction. The commentary between Barnes & Noble and Mr. Burkle over the last few months has been downright nasty, and some shareholders were hoping that if Ron Burkle were to take over this board, he'd be able to shake things up, squeeze more out of the business, out of the real estate, etc. If you say this allows you to continue with your strategy, what is that strategy? A lot of people are wondering what's next for Barnes & Noble.
Well, it's a recent strategy. As you may know, John, I was appointed as CEO in March. And what we've said is we're making big investments from our two cash-producing businesses, Barnes & Noble College, which operates over 600 of the top bookstores in the country, college bookstores, and then our retail business, and we're investing heavily in digital. And what we've seen in the last 12 months since we've launched our ebook store is we've gained our digital ebook and content share to plus 20%. So we're emboldened by our strategy. Every metric we've used in our plan is ahead of plan as it relates to digital, but we are early in investing in that area, and we're starting to see really exciting results from our investments.
Mr. Lynch, we don't have to tell investors that you said you're exploring all of your options. One of those options would be to sell the company if there was an opportunity to do that. Obviously, some wondering if Len Riggio would buy the company, take it private. What can you tell us about that right now?
Not much, John. I can't comment on the strategic evaluation process. We can confirm that we're going through that now. It is a transparent process. We've had a lot of interest, and our objective on the other side is to maximize value for shareholders and do what's right by the company. So we're committed to that. We've got a great board, independent board, that is leading that process. The special committee is terrific, and so shareholders can have a lot of confidence that that process will continue, and we'll see what it bears.
But when you say there was interest, you're saying there was interest from outside players in buying Barnes & Noble?
Yeah, there's a lot of interest from various companies who have raised their hand and interested in going through the strategic evaluation process. We're early in that process. Frankly, some of this delayed the process, but yes, we have had a lot of interest.
Now, we mentioned that the stock performance today is negative. The stock is down right now, and obviously some people were wondering if Ron Burkle were to jump onto the board, if that would have shaken things up for shareholders. What happens with the relationship between Barnes & Noble and Ron Burkle at this point?
I have no prognostication on that. Obviously, Mr. Burkle holds significant shares in the company. All we can do is keep focused on the business, focus on executing our plan. We feel good about our plan this holiday. We think this will be a key holiday selling season for us. We have to tell our story to shareholders. It is early in the execution of our strategy, and we think if we do that, we'll see share appreciation, and that certainly will benefit Mr. Burkle as a large shareholder.
But are you open to having some sort of dialogue with him, open to his suggestions if he brings any to the table?
We've always been open with meeting with him, but I think that's better for the board to comment on. But yes, we meet with every large shareholder and always have.
All right, Mr. Lynch, thanks for your time. That is William Lynch, the relatively new CEO of Barnes & Noble.